Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my new video guys. This is Sampath, you're watching Sampath FX YouTube channel, and this is the Arrow OS 12 flashing guide. I am in like ancient OS, you can check out the video here. Many people are facing some of the problems during flashing the Arrow OS. Some are facing boot loop. I will be explaining why it is happening. I may be wrong also, but I thought this is why you are facing boot loop. I will be explaining it in the video. As you can see, I am using the latest recovery here. Use the latest recovery and go into wipe section and select the advanced wipe and flash Dalvik cache data and right swipe to wipe. And next then select the files to install. Here where people make mistake, select the SD card. I'll be showing. As you can see, they have clearly mentioned in the Telegram or whatever the ROM file I will be showing. Wait a second. As you can see, they have explained clearly in the notes. You can see here required use firmware from 12.5.4 EEA. I mean, you need to flash the EEA firmware. That's why you are not getting into boot. As you can see, I am selecting here the same thing, EEA global firmware. In order to boot this ROM, you need to flash this one. Later you need to flash the zip ROM file. I hope I have explained it correctly only. If I am wrong, do comment down below, correct me if I am wrong. As you can see, followed by that I am flashing the ROM. Later few minutes it get flashed, wait for a while. And this is the Arrow OS Android 12 based custom ROM for Poco X3. As you can see, it getting flashed. And if you guys are new to this channel, hit that subscribe down below and also allow the bell notification by pressing the bell icon. Guys, I will be making similar kind of videos regarding Poco X3, and I already made several unboxing and earphones reviews also. You can check out in my channel, and also TV, almost tech related videos you will be expecting from my channel. And here and there I will be traveling around the world. Traveling around my country as of now. Those videos also you can expect in my channel. So subscribe it, and if you really like the video, give it a like guys. Many people are watching the videos but you are not giving me like. Your one like can motivate me to make similar kind of videos. Very good. So give it a like. And by the way, the ROM has been flashed, as you can see. Later you need to go into the wipe and again format data YES. That's all. And go to reboot and select system. That's all guys. I hope you won't go into boot loop after this process. If you still go into boot loop, either you have downloaded the wrong ROM file or the firmware, or the recovery is older or outdated. Check out. These things may make you stuck in boot loop. As you can see, it booted into Arrow OS. Those things, don't make mistakes. It will be happen, but use the latest recovery and proper files and read the instruction before flashing any ROM. I was also making many mistakes in my Note 7 Pro flashing guides at the beginning, but you will get to it once you read the instruction properly. And as you can see, it booted into Arrow OS. Give it a like guys. And this is how the Arrow OS Unified 12 version. Let me show you the settings panel here. As you can see, this is the Arrow OS version 12.0 GApps Karna. It's recognized as. You can use a Surya also. I am using Poco X3 here, Indian variant with 6000 mAh battery. If you want, you can use NFC also. Actually, the EEA ROM is, firmware is used. I have explained during the flashing guide. If you are not watched that, watch at the beginning of the video. And now it's with Android security patches November 5th 2021. Latest build. This is just tonight it came and I am doing the review. As you can see, this is the build date, Tuesday November 30, and I have been using this ROM for like 1.5 hours to 2 hours setting up the device and also installing some of the apps and running scores. I have experienced very good ROM. I have experienced very good in this ROM, and these are the apps I have been installed. And straight away let's go into the CPU throttling test. As you can see, oh shit, it has run out of memory. Don't worry, I have taken screenshot. Let's go into the Google Photos, recent photos. Okay, as you can see, just now I took the screenshot. This is how the performance in this ROM you will get. Excellent performance. The maximum score is 157 and average is 154 and minimum is 146, which is excellent score for this ROM. It's most underrated ROM, I can say. The Arrow OS, many people ignore it. It's simple, no customization, nothing, but it also has very good stability. That's what I experienced in last 2 hours. I will be testing it out furthermore also. And let's go into this quick settings panel. As you can see, this is how the quick settings panel you get. Oh no, all the basic features are given. As you can see, dark mode is also given. If and you can enable some of the options are given here. For example, screenshot you can drag, and these are the options you get. Advanced mode, direct sound also. Let me drag and see. Need to drag like this. Location I will drag, and there is like a screenshot you can drag. That's how the quick settings panel you get. And straight away let's move into the Google Photos. Many people will ask about this also. As you can see, you won't get any unlimited storage in this ROM. Many people ask about this. It's not detected as a Google phone, hence you will get 15 GB only. It's not unlimited storage. That's what I want to explain this ROM. And let's go into the settings. No customization or anything like that, simple. As you can see, notifications, you get all the options here, bubbles, conversations, and you can enable or disable some of the options here. In the battery settings also, as you can see, the battery usage is also pretty good. I have checked the Telegram also. Many people are telling the battery life is also very good. You can check out here. You can inquire them also. Do comment down, guys, if you guys are watching already using this ROM. Provide some information about this ROM such that others will understand how is the actual performance in this ROM. This is how the ROM you get. I mean the battery usage you can check out here, and battery saver, extreme battery saver is also given. You can reduce the refresh rate from here if you enable the battery saver. That's how it is. Battery manager is given. Battery percentage by default it's set to off, but you can enable here. Sound also you will get plenty of options. Basic settings are given. Mi sound enhancer is also added. You can choose the headphone type and choose the preset. That's not a problem. Direct sound settings are given in this ROM. In the display settings you get that minimum refresh rate and maximum refresh rate. You can set according to you. I kept as it is out of the ROM. And colors also you can choose here. Even the RGB strength also you can change from here. That's not a problem. And tap to wake is also there, and double tap to wake up and sleep. Both are working fine, which is not a problem. Fingerprint scanner also working fine. I can't show you because the case is little bit bulkier. Let me try to show you. As you can see, it's pretty quick. Not quickest, but still it's a very quick fingerprint unlock. Only 2 you will get, pattern pin or like that you can keep, or the fingerprint scanner. You won't get any face unlock feature in this ROM. And Google Go camera is pre-installed in this ROM, as you can see. If you want, you can use any Gcam port. I think even ANX camera also flashable in this ROM. And DRM info, wide one level 1 certification, which is good thing. You can definitely try out the OTT applications by using. You can watch the HD content. That's not a problem in this ROM. And safety net status also, it get passed by default. No need to worry. As you can see, it get passed. All the payment applications and WhatsApp you can use. It's not a problem in this ROM. It's stable enough. That's the one thing I like. As you can see, it's not that much smooth, also not that much what you will call lag or anything. I did not face any lag in last 2 hours. That's the good thing I am noticing. And you will get this kind of gap, and that's the one thing I like in this ROM. And that's how, guys, and in the phone settings, let's see, you will get Google dialer here, and direct video call feature is available in this ROM. Call recording is not there, but anyhow most of the ROMs won't come with call recording. This is how the ROM. I explained everything, I guess. Let's go into the settings. Okay, in the gesture settings also you won't get any gesture navigation bar increasing or anything like that. Let me show you. As you can see, that they would have been added, but anyhow this advanced restart button is given. Let me show you. You can directly go into the recovery or bootloader, that's given. Everything is working fine. You can definitely try it out as a daily driver. Many people ignored about flashing it. Don't worry guys, I have explained. You can watch in the beginning, and I will be straight away moving with the BGMI gameplay. This is how the game settings you get. As you can see, the graphic settings you get smooth plus ultra and HD and high. Recommended settings are smooth plus ultra. If you want, you can use GFX tool to enable smooth plus extreme. There is a file transfer method also. I don't recommend that. You can use GFX tool and enable 60 fps. Some people also very good at making like this videos. You can check out there and follow those methods and use smooth plus 90 fps also, but I don't recommend it until unless you are a very heavy gamer. You can use smooth plus ultra also, but extreme is little bit better in my opinion. Higher the frames, better will be the gameplay. And this is how the performance in this ROM. I hope I have explained everything in this ROM. As you can see, the RAM management is not that much great, because the CPU throttling test at the beginning was opened, but for some reason it had to be reloaded. That's what I understood. It was just 2 apps were opened at the beginning, but still it was booted out of the memory in just 10 minutes. That's all guys. It's fine, the ROM is working fine, smooth enough. And let me show you the speed test also. As you can see, I have here like 100 Mbps plan. It's pulling up to 90 to 95, which is not a problem. Even with mobile data also I have checked, carrier aggregation, all those things are working fine, not a problem. It's simple and most underrated ROM, I can say. That's all guys in this video. If you please like the video and share among Poco X3 users, and subscribe to my channel. You will be getting similar kind of videos in my channel. Thank you for watching guys. We'll meet you with another interesting video. Until that, keep smiling. Bye bye for now.